Hi guys, so today I want to share with you how to make smart choices while you travel. My husband and I travel a ton for work, and I always get questions on how I stay fit and active while I'm on the road. So I want to share some of my tips with you today. The first tip that I have is that if you have room, you need to get a cooler. So whether it's small or large, if you have room within your car, a cooler is the best bet. That way you have all control over what food is in your car. But let's say you have too much gear and you don't have enough room for a cooler, then the next thing I would say is that when you stop at a gas station, try to Google Maps or Google to see if there is a gas or a grocery store anywhere near. Again, they're going to be smarter, healthier choices in that grocery store than, say, the gas station. Then you can get some produce, you can get raw vegetables. But if that's not an option, then the next thing I say is, okay, we're at a gas station and all we have left is gas station choices. So if you're thirsty, the first thing you need to reach for is a water. If you know that water is not really going to satisfy you and you're looking for a soda, then a bubbly water always helps me curb those cravings of soda. But you gotta make sure that you're drinking regular water as well, because bubbly water can dehydrate you. And you know, worst case scenario, you don't want any water, you need something. A tea or 100% juice is your next best bet. If you're looking for a sweet snack, a dark chocolate would be a great one, just in moderation. Or any fresh or dried fruit is another great, it's still sugar, but it's a better sugar than processed, candy bars or anything that is just going to sit on those bones and not be used for anything. If you're craving something more savory, then I would go for an unsalted or a flavored nut, just because you don't want too much salt, especially if you're not drinking enough water when you're in the car. An almond is a very good nut, a low-fat nut, because again, if you get a whole can of almonds and you're sitting in a car for 3 hours, you might tend to eat all of those almonds instead of, just a handful. So those are all pretty good choices if gas station is your only option. But you just got to be smart, think about calories per, serving and what you're doing, and you don't necessarily need to count your calories. You just have to be smart about what you're putting in your body. Smart choices. Don't grab a ton of chips and candy and soda, because that's just going to add weight to you while you're sitting there doing nothing. And a lot of times, if I know I'm on a long haul, if we're on a 13 or an 18-hour journey, when we stop at those gas stations, and it helps to have a dog, but I stop and I get out and I'll do some sprints with the dog, we'll run around, we'll play, he needs activity and so do I, because I've been sitting there for a very long time. So that's also an option. You stop at these gas stations, get out, stretch your legs, move around, do some jumping jacks, anything that's going to get that blood flowing, get that metabolism going, and make sure that all the stuff that you're inputting in your body, whether healthy or not, isn't just sitting there not being used. And then one thing that I really like to stress about traveling is that when we tend to get to new places, a lot of times we want to try different foods, and that is great. Do not limit yourself, and don't not try foods because you're on a diet or you're trying to lose weight. Just be smart. Make healthy choices. If you're going to have something, if you're in New Orleans and the beignet is something that you really want to try, okay, make sure you try that in the morning. Make sure that you did an extra workout before you try it, and then make sure you're walking around all day so you can burn off those really bad calories. But, you don't want to not go and not try something that's amazing. So just be smart. Make sure you know what you're putting in your body, and make sure you know how much you have to work it off. Get up early, work out extra, make sure you're walking everywhere, take the stairs. Do things throughout your visiting a new city that will keep you active, keep you going, and make it possible to try anything you want to try without having to limit yourself. So again, just be smart, make good choices, and if you need any help, or if you're on the road and you get stuck, hit me up. Again, social media, Facebook, Instagram, my website, anything that you need, I'm there to help you. I hope you liked my talk today on smart choices while traveling, and tune in next week for more awesome videos. Bye!